From empty pockets to a life of color, the Guppy farmer's journey. There was once a young man named Daniel who lived in a small rural village. He had no steady job, little education, and barely enough money to cover his daily meals. His house was a simple wooden hut with a leaking roof, and his only transportation was an old bicycle that often broke down. One day, while visiting the local market, Daniel noticed a man selling small, colorful fish in plastic bags. Curious, he asked about them and learned they were called guppies, hardy, beautiful creatures loved by aquarium enthusiasts around the world. The man told him, "These little fish breed fast. If you care for them well, they can change your life." Daniel had only a few dollars in his pocket, but he took a leap of faith. He bought a single pair of guppies and brought them home in a jar. Using an old bathtub he found at a junkyard, he set up his first fish pond in his backyard. He filled it with rainwater, added a few plants from a nearby stream, and carefully placed the guppies inside. Weeks passed. Daniel fed them crushed rice crumbs and mosquito larvae from a bucket he kept outside. One morning, he looked into the water and saw tiny, wriggling fry, dozens of them. He couldn't believe his eyes. His first batch of guppies had been born. He began trading the young guppies with neighbors for vegetables, rice, and small amounts of cash. Each month, the number of fish doubled, then tripled. Soon, Daniel had several tubs and containers in his yard, each one teeming with vibrant guppies in shades of red, blue, and gold. Word spread to nearby towns, then to city aquarium shops. They were amazed at the quality and color of Daniel's fish. Orders started pouring in. He reinvested every cent into expanding his setup, buying better tanks, higher quality breeding stock, and even building a small greenhouse to protect the fish from cold nights. 2 years later, Daniel was no longer the poor young man struggling to eat. He was running a thriving guppy breeding business, exporting rare strains to collectors overseas. His monthly income was more than he had ever imagined. With his savings, he repaired his home, bought a brand new car, and eventually purchased a larger property where he built an even bigger fish farm. Whenever people asked how he did it, Daniel would smile and say, "It all started with 2 guppies, a broken bathtub, and the belief that small things can lead to big changes." Today, Daniel's life is filled with color, not just from his fish, but from the dreams he turned into reality. And in the quiet ripples of his ponds, he sees the reflection of a man who refused to give up, proving that even the smallest fish can create the biggest waves.